Hello there and welcome to my channel Novice Modelling in a Midlife Crisis. My name is Andy and today I'm going to be doing a What's in the Box kit review on my Academy MIG-21MF FISHBED J, which as you can see I got for $5.49 from Ten of Us Cancer Care charity shop, which I think has turned out to be a bit of a bargain. So as per usual, what I'm going to just quickly do is I'm going to read through the blurb on the instruction sheet, so we just get a little bit of the history of this particular aircraft. The MiG-21 was one of the most widely used supersonic fighter aircraft in the world. They were and still are the backbone of fighter air forces of many nations around the world, and the MiG-21 will probably remain in widespread service well into the next century. Yeah, that's kind of giving away this isn't exactly a new kit. The Soviet Union built a number of prototypes and experimental aircraft during the early 1950s to obtain information of the aerodynamics of a Mach 2 supersonic fighter. These prototypes were built with both swept and delta wings, both having powered slab tailplanes, and the delta was chosen for production. The true MiG-21 prototype, called YE-6, made its first flight during early 1958. And the initial production run of 30 aircraft was completed during late 1958. These aircraft were designated the MiG-21F and were given the NATO code name FISHBED C. Strange name. Since then, more than 10,000 of remodeled types of this fighter have been manufactured and used not only by the Soviet but many other countries. The MiG-21MF was an improved variant using the more powerful R13F300 engine for greater range and a higher ceiling. The armament consists of 23mm GSH-23 twin-barrel cannon with 200 rounds, ASP PF-21 gun sight and a camera gun. It has 4 external wing store stations. Various combinations of guided or non-guided rocket missiles, bombs and rocket launchers can be carried. Okay, so we'll just have a quick look at the instruction sheet. Just destroying the old camera thing here. There we go. Let's have a quick look at the instruction sheet. We'll just zoom out a little bit for this. So I'm not very familiar with fighter aircraft, so you're going to have to forgive my descriptive powers and my identification of parts. This is the first fighter aircraft that I've actually looked at. So in section 1, as we can see, we're going to assemble the cockpit seat. Then we're going to enclose it in the cockpit with this pointy thing on the front of it. Not about as good as I can get at the moment. Section 3, we're going to put the rest of the fuselage together. Then we're going to assemble our 2 wings and our tail. Section 5, we're going to start actually putting everything together. So the wings are going to go on the fuselage. Our cockpit cover is going to go on. This looks like a sort of console. Section 7 at the bottom, then we're going to start building our undercarriage. That appears to be the front one. Continued here doing the 2 wing-mounted undercarriage. Section 8, we're going to start attaching a variety of small pieces. Section 9, we're going to put our undercarriage on, a few other small pieces, and then section 10 and 11 goes into the ordnance loading. And that will end us up with something like this, a MiG-21MF, former Soviet Air Force. So I think that's sort of a, oh, there we go. Light sand, dark brown, dark green, light blue grey and metallic grey are the colours required. This also comes with a additional instruction sheet. This is for MiG-21MF Hungarian Air Force. This has these Hungarian colour flashes as here, so I'm going to hazard a guess that this is post-fall of the Soviet Union. And we also get a MiG-21M for the Indian Air Force, which is using these roundels and these flashes here. I have actually been online because I was curious as to what this Warriors decal was all about. And apparently the Indian Air Force squadron that this depicts is number 26 Squadron, which was formed in 1968. And excuse my pronunciation, Pathankot Air Force Station in the Punjab region. So I think I am actually going to build this at some point, and I think that basically what I'm going to do is, this seems to me to be the more interesting decal option. So I think that's what we're going to do it as whenever we come to do this. You get these little squadron badges as well. So that's what we're going to be doing as at some point in the future. We're going to have a quick look at the sprues. Now I'm just going to issue a quick word of caution here, because obviously this is a charity shop buy, and you should really have a good thorough inspection of kits that you buy from the charity shop, because occasionally you do find that they have actually been started. They may have parts missing or broken parts. Now I actually thought that this one was a 100% unstarted complete kit, but it actually transpires that somebody has had a go at it, because the ejector seat has been removed and it has been put together. So there we go. Hopefully all the other parts are on the sprue, and there's the cockpit console panel there as well. So hopefully I have actually got a complete kit. But I mean, at the end of the day, for £5.49, the money's going to charity. I ain't going to complain if there are a couple of pieces missing. First off the bat, we've got the cockpit cover. Looks fine to me. There's a couple of extra lights and something else here as well. So that's our first sprue out of the way. Secondly, we're going to be moving on to this large section here. This is the front section cockpit, and I'm just kind of realizing how big these 148 kits are compared to my normal sort of 172 scales that I build. So there's the front, and this is going to be the tail plane here. Again, quite big. This particular sprue here, this is going to be the rear section of the fuselage, which is going to house our engine, I assume, somewhere in here. We've got the tail. I think this is more parts of the pilot seat. We can see where the seat has been removed here by the look of it. These look like parts of the undercarriage. Don't know what those are. No idea what these parts are. These look like some sort of guns, maybe. Again, I'm not really too sure. We've got a lot of nice detail on here with some panel lines. We've got quite a lot of rivet marks. We've got what look like access panels that can be removed to get to the inner parts of the engine and avionics, etc. So that all looks quite nice. I mean, it's an Academy kit, so it's kind of to be expected. On this one here, we've got the two wings, upper and lower sections. Again, plenty of detail going on. Lots of lines, lots of bits of interest. More parts of the undercarriage by the look of it. This pointy bit, which is part of the engine, obviously. I know that, but I don't know what it's called. So we're just going to call it the pointy bit. We've got a couple of wheels. This kind of looks like some sort of radar array. Don't know. So yeah, that looks okay. And then we've got two sprues of ordnance and some wheels and a few other bits and bobs. So we've got two identical sprues for that. Again, we've got nice detail going on here. You can see some tread on the tyres, which is quite well pronounced. These are gun pods, I think. I'm not quite sure. They all look quite good. They do look very mean when you see them on films, these. And we've got some nice missiles. They've got some detail on the missiles as well. So that's all looking pretty good, in my opinion. A bit of history on the kit, which I got off Scalemates. This was originally from 1998. And it was reboxed in somewhere between 2000 and 2010. And that's the version that I've got. And that's obviously where they've decided to add these alternative decals for the Hungarian and the Indian Air Force as well. Obviously, it comes with the standard stars for Soviet and Russian era aircraft. So I think that's me just about done with this one. I mean, obviously, as we have sort of experienced previously, charity shop buys can be a little bit sort of hit and miss sometimes. I'm reviewing 3 of my charity shop buys from the previously mentioned haul video this week. One a day. I'm not quite sure what order they're going up in, but the Citroen, the Aston Martin and the MiG-21 will be on by Sunday. Yeah, I think so. So thanks for watching. Please do a like and subscribe, and join me on my model building ride. Be seeing you.